All right, Sean McGoffey. Yeah, guy says he talks to heaven and hell. Problem is, when I talk to hell, I'm me. Basically, I got to get rid of all the hope in my brain and just wish for nothing. Then I don't want to laugh. I don't want to talk. I don't want to do nothing. I just got to get into my deepest depression, which is where the world seems to like me best. Ain't that a bitch? But anyway, where was I going with this kid? A little help. Yeah, Jesus gets on my freaking nerves. Kid wants me to be nice, sing for people, be all happy, and go find strangers who are down and bring them up. I don't know why. Stupid, I know. My shrink says it's stupid. Everyone says it's stupid. I say, everyone says I should go on stage, but I give free shows all over the place. Nobody even stops. Actually, some people do it. And then one lady who hates me yelled at me, "Where the hell aren't you singing?" I love that lady. She said, "Just shut up and sing." That wasn't the point of this. Oh, yeah, the cop on my neighborhood. I says, "Hey, I'm going to beat the kid's ass. I'm going to wait right out front. And then I'm going to confront his ass. And he better have a good reason why the frick he's in my driveway." Cop says, "Okay." So as we're talking, he was 56, I'm 58. And he goes, "Oh, you're in the Corps." I says, "Yeah." He goes, "What year?" So I told him, he goes, "Oh, I was at Camp Pendleton right then." I go, I used to work there. My last job was running the gym, Iron Mike's. And he goes, "Oh, I was in Anglico right next door, so I probably knew this guy." I go, "Oh, you guys were a-holes." And he's like, "What?" I go, "Yeah, you're the idiots who had the freaking telephone pole with the metal bars sticking out of it. You used to run with it. And then we had a sergeant who was all hard-assed, thought we were going to do it. And I told everybody on 3 to throw that shit in the woods. And you guys went and found it again. You kept finding it. I keep getting rid of it. It was the worst game of fetch I ever played in my freaking life. I hated that log. That thing was like 800 pounds. You guys are morons. I'm just saying." Anyway, they were awesome, but we got talking about, like I said, when I talk to the devil, it pisses me off because he tells me things. He takes me down a path that I didn't really want to go on because I was on a great path talking to this guy about Pendleton, and he was there the exact same time as me. We were talking about, Somalia and Saudi Arabia and all the different stuff. And I go, "Yeah, there was one dude on the base. He was awesome. He was a bodybuilder. He was jacked. I think he was a cook. He used to bring me like a dozen eggs for breakfast, and he'd bring me muffins. And I got extra money to go to chow hall because I kept weird hours with the gym. I was in charge of it. Well, there was a staff sergeant. He ended up getting popped for weed, so they just left me in charge. And then he's working on base, making more money than ever. I couldn't believe it. I said, "Son of a gun, stepped in shit, come out smelling like a rose. Ain't God with you." But anyway, the bodybuilder, I come to find out, Ray McNeil, his wife shotgunned him. Yeah, what a bitch. He was nice. Always